Namaste, Shalom, and welcome to the India-US-Israel Partnership, an exclusive Bharat TV series exploring the evolving strategic alliance between India, the United States, and Israel. I am your host, Hriday Raval. Today, we are honored to be joined by a very special guest, Mr. Nissim Reuben, who is the Assistant Asia Pacific Director at the American Jewish Committee's Asia Pacific Institute, one of the oldest and most influential global Jewish advocacy organizations. Born in India, raised in the rich confluence of cultures, and now serving at the intersection of diplomacy, interfaith dialogue, and global policy, Mr. Ban brings a uniquely powerful perspective to the India-US-Israel triangle. From the historic Operation Rising Lion in Iran to India's bold Operation Sindoor against terror, and from the fight against anti-Semitism and Hindu phobia to building interfaith harmony, today's conversation will cover the real-world impact and future vision of this powerful trilateral bond. Namaste, sir. Welcome to Bharat TV. It's been our honor that you are here, and we are commencing our new series, the India-US-Israel Partnership, and it's very joyful, and we are very proud that you are here today with us. Thank you, sir.
Good morning, Hriday Bhai. Namaste, Shalom. My name is Nissim Reuben. I am an Indian Jew, originally from your home state of Gujarat, born and brought up in Ahmedabad, a member of the Magen Abraham Synagogue in Ahmedabad, which is the 90-year-old Jewish synagogue. I am since childhood, I have been very passionate about my country of birth, that is India, my ancestral homeland, that is Israel, and of course, the country where I currently live, United States. As you know, India is the only country in the world with no history of anti-Semitism, which means hatred of Jews. Jewish people all around the world, including in America, from time to time have faced varying degrees of anti-Semitism, but never in the 2,000-year-old history of Jewish people in India did we experience anti-Semitism. That goes to show who the Indian people are. We are very grateful for our history in India, and we are very grateful for the close relations that India has with both Israel and United States. Go ahead, Hriday.
And sir, I was in 2018 in Tel Aviv. I have pursued special cyber security course from there. And I want to tell you that I was there for around half a year. And the Jewish people are also very nice. There is no case of anti-Hindu phobia in Israel. And we are very thankful to the Jewish people as well. So, sir, as you are associated with our past 2 decades with AJC, and you are specifically looking after the Asia Pacific region, sir, can you tell us about the goals of the AJC and how your involvement with the AJC and how you took the AJC to this great level, sir, within past few decades?
So AJC is a big organization. I've been very privileged to work with them since 2004. It's been 21 years now I've been with them. My current role is Assistant Director, Asia Pacific Institute, American Jewish Committee. We have a very accomplished director, Ms. Sierra Lowenberg, under whom I work. AJC is one of America's top 3 Jewish organizations, and it's the world's largest global Jewish advocacy organization. We advocate for the safety and well-being of Israel, the Jewish people, as well as relations between the US, Israel, and key countries around the world. AJC is a sort of Jewish foreign ministry or State Department, as you may call it. And AJC has been at the forefront of promoting Jewish American outreach to India and the Indian diaspora, and I have been very privileged to play a very key role in this endeavor of this wonderful organization. Our focus is to advocate and promote America and Israel's relations with India, and of course between our Jewish and Indian American populations. We have hosted many events on Capitol Hill, the US, what you call Parliament, on this trilateral relationship. We have we have brought over 200 Indian and Indian American leaders to Israel, including many Indian American elected officials, Indian elected officials, of course, before they were elected, and think tanks, journalists. So I'm proud to say that AJC has played a key role in this relationship at with between the US, Israel, and India. Thank you.
Sir, since India, US, and Israel have been partnered for many years now, and as their work expanded all over the globe, but today we will be focusing especially on the Middle East. And so, sir, India, US, and Israel today represent a triangle of democracy, sir. It's the world largest democracies, all three of them, sir. So, sir, on your perspective, what defines this partnership, and how is it influencing global diplomacy, especially in the Middle East?
So I can say that the US and Israel and Indian partnership is multifaceted. We, especially in all areas, in the areas of economy and business, in the area of technology cooperation, in the area of academic cooperation, in the area of people-to-people cooperation. Uh, but you see a lot of American Jewish tourists come to India to visit Jewish heritage sites. A lot of Indian tourists, including yourself, go to Israel to for either for pilgrimage or for tourism, or just out of that bond of with Israel. A lot of of course, India is the largest destination of Israeli tourists after the army. About 60,000 Israelis come to India every year as tourists, staying for any periods ranging from 1 month to 9 months, and experience the country. So the people to people relationship is what is driving our friendship. It is genuine, deep rooted, and we are also hoping that the Indian diaspora's close relations with both the Jewish community, Israel, now it is expanding to the Middle East, where AJC hosted an Indian American leadership delegation led by Dr. Bharat Media and our then Asia chair, Bob Pekar, in UAE and Bahrain, promoting important trilateral projects such as IMEC, India Middle East Economic Corridor, I2U2, India, Israel, UAE, US. So I believe that post this Israel-Iran conflict, where we hope that the uh, tyrannical regime of Iran is no longer will be a threat to Israel, to America, to our Middle East allies. We will see a very huge opportunity of economic cooperation between India, our India's Middle East partners, the Gulf countries, Israel, and America. Thank you.
Sir, since you already mentioned about the Israel-Iran conflict, let's deep dive into it a little further. With Israel's Operation Rising Lion, Israel strike Iran nukes and missile facilities, and Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu called it a very decisive moment. Sir, how do you see this conflict reshaping alliances in the Middle East? And what role India and US can play in supporting regional stability while standing against the extreme Islamist regime there?
I can tell you that I'm sure all of us are aware that the Iranian regime, tyrannical regime, since its inception in 1979, has been a destabilizing factor, especially in the Middle East, but also around the world. You know, in 92, Iran sent agents to bomb the Israeli embassy and the Amia Jewish Center in Argentina, killing hundreds. They have conducted terror attacks across Europe on Israeli, Jewish, American targets. They have conducted, and especially they have been a menace to all our Arab Gulf allies, both of US and India, which are Saudi Arabia, UAE, Bahrain, Oman. So their destabilizing influence has become now very critical in terms of bringing, if not stopped, it will bring tremendous economic costs and costs in terms of human life. You know that the Iranian regime supports the Ring of Fire against Israel, but which is also used against our Arab allies. The Houthis are supported by Iran. They were originally menacing our Arab allies. Today they are menacing Israel. Uh, Israel defeated Hamas, or almost most of it. Israel defeated Hezbollah in Lebanon. These are all Iranian proxies encircling Israel. Israel brought about the downfall of the uh, murderous Assad regime in Syria. Today, you see, none of neither Lebanon nor Syria are supporting Iran in this conflict. That goes to show that the Israeli actions have not only brought more security to itself, but also security to our Arab friends and to our and to the world at large. Imagine Iran without nuclear weapons was bombing from time to time oil facilities in UAE, in Saudi Arabia. Imagine Iran with a nuclear weapon, what they will
Yeah.
do, and how much disruption there will be in global economy with oil supplies being threatened. So I think this conflict was brewing. It has just come to the fore right now. Thank you.
Yes, sir. So, sir, since Israel shares a great bond with Iran, similarly, India also shares a great bond with Pakistan. India's Operation Sindoor, launched in response to Palgam terror attack, was a clear message to Pakistan-based terrorism, sir. When you look at these decisive actions by Israel and India, do you see a new doctrine of deterrence emerging among democracies? And how does that change their global image as security providers and not just victims?
So I should say, I mean, what you meant to say, not the bond. I think it is the response. That's what you meant to say, not bond. But bond means close
Is what
friendship.
sarcastic.
No, that's
Yes, sir.
okay, no problem. But you see, the Israeli doctrine has been one of self-defense, proactive self-defense since its birth, right? Because Israel cannot afford. It's a small, tiny
Yeah.
nation with its sea to the back to the sea. So they cannot afford to lose ever, because that would mean the end of the state of Israel. So Israel's doctrine has been one of proactive, uh, or what you call offensive defense, proactive defense. India has been much more mellow since its independence. I think only under Prime Minister Narendra Modi have we seen a more robust response to terrorism, especially in his third term. I think first term he was settling in, second term,
Yeah.
but third term, now that he has consolidated power, he has shown tremendous grit and ability to confront terrorism that emanates against India, not only in Kashmir but also other locations. If you then see overall under the Modi administration since 2014, most of the insurgencies in India have been under control. Northeast, whether you say Northeast, whether there have been no riots in India. So I think that Prime Minister Modi's security doctrine is very firm, whether it is domestic or international. And I think that like-minded, no democracy will tolerate terrorism, or should tolerate terrorism. It is, terrorism is terrorism, period. There is no
Yes.
cause that justifies it. So, thank you.
Absolutely, sir. So, sir, since you are very vocal about the Hindu phobia and the anti-Semitism, and which is both on the rise at the moment, fueled by this Islamist terrorist and extremists, sir, how do you see the US, India, and Israel together defend this with their ideological and strategic front to defend democracy and their communities worldwide, sir? How these three countries can defend them?
So, when you talk of anti-Semitism and Hinduphobia, these are mainly domestic issues, right? These are not. There is no anti-Semitism or Hinduphobia in India, right? India is
Yes,
a unique country. But what we have seen is the rise of anti-Semitism, significant rise in the United States since
yes,
since the past many decades, but especially over the last couple of years, and especially since October 7th, the Hamas attacks on Israel, when
yes,
many anti-Semitic attacks happened in the US on the Jewish community and also in other Western capitals, and happened in Canada, UK, Australia, uh, New Zealand to some extent. And these were Western countries that were relatively safe for the Jewish community. So I can proudly say that the Indian slash Hindu diaspora has been the main or at the forefront of standing up shoulder to shoulder with the Jewish community in Israel in the fight against anti-Semitism. Coming after October 7th, they came with Indian, Israeli, and American flags to Israeli consulates, Israeli diplomatic missions, along with the Jewish community. They have spoken in support of the Jewish community in Israel on Capitol Hill, in state capitals. When it comes to Hinduphobia, I see all around the United States many Jewish organizations stand up with our Hindu American brothers and sisters to confront Hinduphobia. And this is a sign of the warm, natural bond between our two diasporas. Thank you.
so, sir, since these past decades, you have worked on the initiatives like agri-tech, water innovation, and renewable energy between India, US, and Israel. Can you highlight any successful models or any pilot programs and how this technology triangle address not only domestic goals but also global development challenges?
Thank you. I think it's a wonderful question. You will. I would like your viewers to know that currently there are 29 centers of excellence in India, Israeli centers of agricultural excellence. These are agro-tech labs, basically farms that have greenhouses. So instead of taking 10,000 farmers to Israel, which is very expensive, Israel has put these agro sort of labs, training schools in almost each and every state in India.
Yeah,
Some states there are two. There is Pusa in Delhi. There is Kheda in Gujarat. There are so many places where the Indian farmers benefit from Israeli expertise. So Israel has also invested $80 million in upgrading the sewage and wastewater treatment uh, of the entire state of Uttar Pradesh. And of course, Israel has been legendary in drip irrigation that has been adopted by many Indian states. Prime Minister Modi is, of course, from his heart, he is very attached to Israel. But his bond with Israel was strengthened when he visited Israel in 2006 as Gujarat's chief minister. And what he saw in Israel, he was asked to summarize his visit. He said, look, this is what I hope to accomplish in India is more crop per drop. Is
yeah,
instead of flooding the field and having limited production, you use the water through drip irrigation drop by drop and produce 3 times or 5 times the number of crops. So that is what was his slogan, more crop per drop, after he visited Israel in 2006. And I think that has benefited India significantly. India still is a agrarian agricultural country with nearly 50% of the population subsisting on agriculture. So growth in agriculture and related industries, food processing, horticulture, floriculture, I think will really enhance economic opportunities for our farmers and for the people that live in the rural areas. Thank you.
Sir, you help Hindu-Jewish dialogues, diaspora engagement, and interfaith bridge building. How can civil society, especially Indian and Jewish communities in the US, drive this trilateral partnership forward through culture, education, and advocacy?
So since you speak of Hindu-Jewish dialogue, I can proudly say that AJC was the main sponsor, along with the Hindu American Foundation and the World Parliament of Religions, in of the first Hindu-Jewish summit in Delhi in 2004, where Mr. Advani, then President Abdul Kalam, many others hosted us. It was led by our legendary Director of International Religious Affairs, Rabbi David Rosen, today a senior advisor to the UAE government and the Abraham House on Interfaith Dialogue. Uh, this was followed by a similar Hindu-Jewish summit hosted by AJC in Jerusalem. Rabbi David Rosen hosted it, where the chief rabbis of Israel voiced strong support for the Hindu community, and followed by a similar program in Washington, D.C. on Hindu-Jewish relations. AJC also worked with the Hindu American Foundation to create a brochure for U.S. law enforcement authorities, explaining the difference between the Hindu holy symbol of swastik and the Nazi twisted symbol, the Nazi swastika. That is very important to Hindu community because many times the holy swastik is mistaken for the swastika, and that gets our community members in trouble sometimes with local law enforcement if they buy a new car, a new house, and they put up a Toran and a swastik. And so I think this AJC brochure that we produced in partnership with Hindu American Foundation was very helpful to the Hindu community in the US. We hope to expand our partnership with the Hindu American community in all spheres, especially in the area of business, technology, academia. In New Jersey, AJC has co-founded the Hindu-Jewish Coalition that brings together Hindu and Jewish organizations in the state of New Jersey to work together to promote mutual understanding, but also promote business, technology, people-to-people ties. Recently, we were going to host earlier on this week on Monday a New Jersey Israel-India summit, co-sponsored by AJC, New Jersey, Hindu Jewish Coalition, the New Jersey Governors India Commission, New Jersey Governors Israel Commission. That was postponed because the Israeli Consul General is not able to attend any public functions given the ongoing conflict with Iran.
Okay.
We will host it soon in the near future. Thank you.
Hopefully, it will happen soon, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, looking ahead, what would an ideal India-US-Israel collaboration look like in the next decade, both institutionally and culturally? And what message would you like to give to the young Indian, Jewish, and American professionals who want to contribute to this evolving global alliance?
I would say that we should work on getting more Indian American tourists to visit Israel, business people, technology investors. Indians are the wealthiest diaspora in the US per capita. Jewish community is the wealthiest ethnic community because it's been here much longer. It's doubled in size, but get Indian American, Hindu American investors, technology entrepreneurs to visit Israel, partner with Israeli startups, get Jewish American investors and entrepreneurs to visit India and tap into the enormous opportunities of the world's fastest growing economy, that is India. And also, on an institutional level, build a alliance between the US, Israel, and India on other fields. Let's say we have a annual visit of US parliamentarians, members of Congress to Israel. So some of them, some of the lawmakers have a lot of Indian American, Hindu American constituents in their district. So we could also take some of those people that visit Israel for an extension trip to Delhi for a few days, Delhi, Agra,
Yeah.
Bangalore, Mumbai, and have them visit the synagogues, meet the government. So that is what we are planning. One of AJC's Indian American partners in the India Israel Coalition, started by Mr. Deepak Thakkar, and they are envisioning doing this. What I just mentioned is having some of the lawmakers that visit Israel annually in August recess make an extension trip to India. So we're very much looking forward to support from the Indian Ministry of External Affairs in this endeavor. Thank you.
Sir, we learned a lot from you today. Thank you for sharing your valuable time. If India, US, and Israel are today strongly tied, it's because of people like you who have worked tirelessly for years, making this bond tighter. So, sir, thank you for all of that. We learned a lot from you. See you soon on Bharat TV again. Thank you.
Shalom, namaste, Jai
Shalom,
Hind.
namaste. God bless. Jai
God
Hind, sir.
bless America. God bless Israel.
Jai Hind. Stay informed, stay blessed. This is just the beginning of the India US Israel Partnership series. Till then, stay blessed. Namaste, Shalom, Jai Hind.